Hello, this is Sizzle Crypto, and on today's list, first, let's see is Bitcoin going to correct and where we can re-enter. 2, news that affects the whole crypto market. 3, let's look at an altcoin for some entry points. Let's get right into it. Okay, for Bitcoin, we hit a new all-time high around 93,000. That is actually amazing. On the day chart, though, it looks undecisive. There's really no direction I can see. Is Bitcoin going to go up or going to go down? There's been a huge run up so far, if you can see from all the way down here. Ooh, all the way to the moon. Fantastic, right? Exactly what we want to see. But if you look on the RSI, you do notice there's a double top. Look at that beauty. That shows that there's a reversal in the market, that the market is showing weakness in the direction it was going. If it was going down, then what you would want to see for a reversal is something called a double bottom. But for now, we're on a double top, which shows that there's a reversal in the market coming, but it's on the 1 day chart, so you do want to be cautious because anything could happen, and it doesn't mean the move will play out right away because there could be still more of a run up, but we'll have to see it as it plays out. Let's go over to the 8 hour chart and see exactly where Bitcoin's going, get a little more information. Remember, 1 day takes 1 day for each candle, so it takes longer to play out. The lower time frames should give us a direction of where Bitcoin's going. Okay, so right now, what I see is Bitcoin, yeah, it just entered back into the range of the 8 hour, which is when I think the reversal really starts to play out. As you can see, if you're 70 and above, you're considered overbought. And if you're 30 and below, you're considered oversold. And that's usually the time you start looking for an entry point, whether you're shorting or you're long in the position. Um, and as you can see, there's really not too much information other than it entered the chart. So as you can tell, we don't have support and resistance because this is all new all-time high. So we really don't got data on it, but I'm going to show you something you can use for support and resistance and re-entry. That'll be a little later in the video. So let's continue on from there. So it looks like Bitcoin wants to correct. All right, so let's try to see if we go to a lower time frame. Let's go essentially to the 1 hour. And on the 1 hour, I do see a pattern. All right, as I can see, we're looking at a rising channel. It broke to the downside already, and it's looking to retest. Now, if it breaks up in the pattern and retests on the trend line and continues to move upwards, that's considered a fake out, and that usually means that the price will continue in the direction it's heading. And that would be great news for Bitcoin if it can perform a fake out on here, because then we could look for a new all-time high. But for now, it is a breakout and it is a retesting. So we're just gonna have to see how it plays by ear. The measured mood for this will be about 80, let's just say $85,000 will be the measured move of this channel. So what we're going to use now to see where we have some support and resistance line, we're going to use the Fibonacci retracement zone. And this is exactly what we want to use. Let's get rid of these for now. Okay. And let's turn on our Fibonacci. Boom. So what I see from the bottom of this move, this was not the whole move, obviously, from the bottom of this chart. That's looking for different time frames. I'm not interested in that. What I'm looking for is right now the current move. And as we can see, the current move is right at the bottom here. The move right here to the top right here. That's where we're going to put our Fibonacci retracement line and see where we could have a possible re-entry on Bitcoin if it corrects, which you're never guaranteed anything because a lot of people want to see 100K. You got a lot of bulls. You got a lot of bears trying to sell, especially I'm assuming around the 100K line, 90 to 100K. So I would be a little cautious. I'm always cautious when it comes to your money. You never want to lose it. So let's just look at the Fibonacci retracement zone. Boom. Now, if Bitcoin's going the correct and Bitcoin's really bullish, like people are crazy, they just want to get it foaming at the mouth, then probably around the 0.382 would be a good chance. But if it's a normal correction, which would be completely healthy, a zero point 0.5 and even a 618 would not be bad at all. That's a golden ratio, and that'd be a really hot position to pick up maybe Bitcoin. Of course, I would wait for some pattern to form, but that's exactly the support and the resistance I would be using for the new all-time highs right here. We do have some support and resistance already, as you can see. But for these, oops, turned on the wrong thing. But for these, I would absolutely be using the Fibonacci retracement for as we have an all-time high. So that's my Bitcoin. Let's get into some news that moves the market. Okay, US Bitcoin ETF shatters records with over 500 billion in trading volume. US Bitcoin ETF surpasses 500 billion in accumulated trading volume in less than a year. BlackRock leads the market with IBIT Bitcoin ETF record blah. Bitcoin prices have soared above 90,000. Point is, more investors into the market, more people getting into crypto, good for crypto. It keeps eyes on crypto, and that's exactly what we want to see for the success of crypto. We need more people coming into the market. All right, let's move on to the next. SEC Chair Gensler urges crypto to comply with rules as time leading agency nears possible end. U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler again called for crypto exchanges to register and urged those selling securities to make proper disclosure. At the time leading, the agencies could coming to an end. So they want companies to comply with the SEC rules, the crypto exchanges. And what I want you to take away from this is the SEC regulators are being more friendly with crypto, it seems, and that's just overall a good thing for crypto stability in the market. All right, let's move on to the next. Donald Trump backed DeFi project leans on Chainlink amid criticism amid financial goals. The point about this is not about his cryptocurrency. What I want you to take away from this is the point that his team and his administration and him himself is familiar with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole, and his team has launched the cryptocurrency. And Trump has been very pro Bitcoin, stating we need a Bitcoin strategic reserve, which is extremely pro crypto. That's exactly what we want to see. And he's been pro crypto as a whole, which is good for cryptocurrency and the future of it. I'm very happy to see something like this, especially as we go into the next administration. It looks like Bitcoin and crypto will get their much needed relief that it needs. Okay, let's look at mana for just a second. On my first video, I showed you a pattern, which I'm showing you right now, and it looks like it hit its first goal of 50% from where we landed. We started here. Let's go make it a little more colorful. Boom. And yeah, hit 50% right off the bat, just as I thought. I don't think the pattern's done with, but it's definitely going to go through a correction. I don't want to spend much time on this, as I've showed you in the first video. You should go look back at that, at what my predictions for this pattern is. But for now, we're just going to move on to the next. Okay, let's look at Chainlink. So if you can see Chainlink, which is also ticker LINK, if you go all the way down here, you can see it's been going through a rough downtrend, but it's finally broken the downtrend and it's retested, as you can see plainly right here, which is fantastic. We wanted to hold that retest for more potential upside, and this is the 1 day, so the potential upside is a lot. Right now, it looks like the bull run conditions have been activated. So let's continue on and see where we hit. Let's go to a lower time frame and see entry possibilities, or at least what I see. Everything is my personal opinion and I just have fun telling everyone my personal opinion. And everything that anyone does is at their own risk. I don't tell you what to do. So, as we're down on the 4-hour chart, let's find out. You can definitely see a downtrend, okay? It has a downtrend within this trend. And as you can see, it broke out, blah, 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 and now this is a downtrend. Not too much information exactly where it's going, but let me show you a little bit of a secret. So let's pull up the RSI. All right, perfect. Now on the RSI, you don't see much, right? It's just going down. Maybe it's 4 minutes double bottom, kind of sloppy, don't like it. But what I see, you got a falling channel on the RSI, which is extremely valid. Don't underestimate the RSI. It's extremely powerful, and it can definitely help you win on a lot of trades, which means there's a good chance of a break to the upside. Now, it's not a 100% chance. This is the 4-hour. If we go to the 1-hour, it's really sloppy. There's nothing I can see there. Look at that. There's nothing. So, yeah, that is my look. As I'm keeping an eye out on Chainlink. There's no guarantee that on the 4-hour it's going to break out, but it is something that I would keep an eye on right now. And as Bitcoin makes the decision, because if Bitcoin dumps, the market's going to dump with it, and you really don't want to be holding an altcoin. So right now, my recommendation, keep an eye on Bitcoin, see if it's going to correct or it has more potential upside. If it has more potential upside, Chainlink looks really good, but it all depends on Bitcoin. And for now, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you like and subscribe, and you have a beautiful day. Peace out.